we're going to go through some questions real quickly. Again, we went to our forums and we went to Reddit, and saw some stuff off Twitter as well. And as I always say, I know people are always like, one guy's like, bruh, you're not even going to answer any questions. That's actually what he told me. There's some things we can't talk about yet.
Yep.
There are some things we just can't. We have announcements. We send things out. There are things we cannot talk about. I'm going to try to answer some things that we can and give you as much answer as we can do right now.
Yeah. Are there some things you don't answer just because you're mean and you just...
I try not to, but if a person's like real mean about it, maybe I don't answer the question. So I guess from what I understand, people have been asking about a Green Arrow hood.
Yeah.
It's weird, right?
I don't know why.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's popped up a couple times.
So let's just see the chat real quick as it blows up. I'm going to talk about that right now. I'm going to tell you a story.
Ooh.
So months back when I was talking about Green Arrow, I was like, we had talked.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's a hood, right? And you're like, yeah, I think there's a hood. We both thought there was a hood, right? Yeah. There wasn't a hood. I didn't mean to lie. I just misinformed the fans. So here's the deal. We have a great team here at NetherRealm. And they saw that I was in pain, that I had deceived the community, and a hood is definitely in process. It might, it's going to be a little bit before it comes out.
Yeah.
I can't say when it's going to come out, but it is in work. It's going to be coming out. It's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little while. But a hood is in process right now. It's actually there's some technical things that they had the hurdles just to get a hood on.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where you don't think it would be kind of weird, but it's like, well, okay, it's an exposed head, so now we have to put a hood thing, how the hands work. Like, there's some nuance that has to be dealt with. But yeah, hood is definitely coming, and now you can say, hey, I'm not a liar.
Yeah, I'm not a liar. I didn't mean to, and I apologize. I felt so bad, I actually went directly to like our art lead, and I went directly to our character lead, and I was like, so listen. And
give me a solid, help me out.
They were very cool.
I made a fool of myself.
Yep, I made a fool of myself. That is what we know. I'm sorry. Thank you to the NetherRealm team for digging me out of that hole.
Yeah. I might have been in here for that stream.
You might have been.
And I didn't catch it and say anything, so my fault too.
So we all deceived you, and now we're back on solid ground. Matt Burke, only person in the room who didn't deceive you.
Yeah.
Nice job, buddy.
Anytime.
People are asking about some Premier characters. They asked if there'll be any Premier skins, for DLC. The answer is I've seen one being worked on. Not going to say when, not going to say who, but it does exist, and it's pretty cool.
I like it.
I think it's really cool, actually. So that's the answer to that. Again, we put out trailers, we make announcements, but I've seen on some people's computer screens a really cool Premier skin.
Yep.
For a DLC character. Awesome. Now this is a good question. We get this one a lot, and it's it's kind of hard to answer, but I'll do my best here. Will the mobile game doing well? Great mobile game we have.
Yep.
We'll have like the BVS Superman. Will we get the Suicide Squad Harley in gear in our game? Now here's the deal: all the gear is created to fit well together.
Yep.
So a lot of those pieces of gear would not work in that way. And when they're Premier skins, they're different characters.
Yep.
So
yeah, for sure. One of the things when we were designing the game, way early on, was like we want to make sure that Superman looks like Superman, and that all the gear that he has can fit together and not start to look way weirdly patchworky and stuff, right? So we made a conscious decision not to veer too far off into weird land, right? Unless you're like Harley or somewhere where it kind of makes sense to that. But yeah, so essentially what you said is definitely true.
Yeah, you can't you can't have like a Batman Beyond and then like Gaslight Batman and put all those things together because this won't look right.
Or Batman, he's got like a tube top or something on, with then like big armored legs. That'd be super.
And I'm guessing DC would have stopped that in the first place.
Probably.
But that's the answer to that. But there are some in the Premier skin we talked about for DLC. There's other things coming, and also we have some other gear coming today as well, which is neat to talk about. Moving on. This is just a question people asked, and I thought it was fun. What character do you want to see played competitively more?
Poison Ivy. I'm a personal fan of the character. I think she's a really cool design. And I think she has a place in the meta game that's not being used to its full potential, in my opinion. I think very similar to Captain Cold. She has her matchups where she's really, really strong, and I think she'd be a good choice. So, yeah, her, definitely.
Weirdly, I was going to say Poison Ivy also, since I did not know what this question was.
I didn't bring
beforehand.
So
I'll say Grodd, just because it's not Poison Ivy, and I know you would pick Grodd. So
there is talk
there we
that
go.
Gorilla Grodd beats Deadshot.
Really?
And that's the kind of weird stuff that
Coach Steve did it on in New York.
It's
on stream.
I mean, to be fair, there was talk that there was a hood in the game too. So
we'll We're past that. Mine also was Begron. Omega was awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't go super. He went pretty far for a Grodd player.
Right.
And just when he starts getting that loop going, it's just fun to watch.
It's super hype. Yeah.
And it does damage.
Yeah.
Once Matt Burke plays a pretty damn good Gorilla Grodd. Wow. And I'm giving you props.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Nice. Don't get used to it.
Please do not remember I did that.
I would have said Brainiac probably earlier, but there actually are.
Yeah, it's starting to come out there.
Second Master
some good Brainiacs
really
now.
Yep.
Doing well now.
Awesome. Here's another kind of question just about the game. If there's one character that we could bring back from the first Injustice, who would it be? Who's your choice?
Batgirl. I'm a fan of her in the comics. I actually bought the first appearance of Batgirl last weekend at a Comic-Con.
You gonna say how much it cost?
$500.
Whoa, okay.
And
that hurt you a little bit?
She was really cool. She was really fun to play, so that'd be my pick.
You didn't have to say that.
What?
How much it cost? I put you on the spot.
I've bought comics far more than that.
Wow.
Worth far more than that.
I got kids and stuff. I can't be buying $500 comic books, but
they'll rip them up.
Yeah.
You?
I think Raven.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would be definitely truthfully, my favorite character, one of our favorite characters that we've ever put together is Solomon Grundy.
Yes.
Love just the way he played. So those are answers.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here next. Why didn't you buff Blue Beetle?
We felt that he's an underrated character. That he great fireball, some really tricky offense. It's not super high damaging, but it's hard to block. The flight stuff is it's kind of hard to do. Like, he's kind of a specialist characters.
But Chris G has shown that he can do stuff.
Atai has done pretty well in terms of, he's like a top 32 player, and he's someone, or it could be someone else, that could actually go into the top 8, and he's probably just a character that'll need time, which we see sometimes. Again, Captain Cold, Black Canary, anyone Sonic plays. There's a lot of these examples where it can just take a few months.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of those characters where it's more just like playing against him, like the annoyance factor of someone that can play him well can just overwhelm you. And if it had that plus a bunch of damage, it'd be so oppressive there'd be no real way to deal with it. So
my first ranked match set on when I was at my desk was when it first got put in was against the Blue Beetle. And a lot of Blue Beetles I played just aren't, I've beaten them. They don't know the characters well. I played against a guy who made me feel like I had never played the game before.
Yeah, you're just like, where's he at? Like, he's all over the screen, like
So
fireballs are
mixing me
coming
up.
from everywhere. Yep.
Oh man, and his combos were long and good.
Yeah.
He used wake ups at the right time. He was really good. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Derek's gone today.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take one for the team here. My birthday was just recently. I don't want to bother you with this, but could I have a birthday shout out?
Is this you?
No, my birthday.
Happy birthday, man! I missed
it's
it.
November.
Oh, okay.
Gregory Ham. Happy birthday, Gregory Ham, guys.
I love ham.
Say happy birthday to Gregory.
Gregory Ham, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Craig Ham.
Burke.
Happy birthday.
There we go.
Yeah. If he really wants Derek to do it, when he gets back, we'll record a video and post it on Twitter or something like that.
Would it be possible to keep certain augments that don't change gameplay, like the different ice clones and stuff, and have them be used in competitive? And one of the reasons this doesn't happen is keeping things to look the same.
Yes.
Like when you have competitive people playing.
Yeah. There's that reason one, which is just the confusion factor, right? You don't want any sort of like weird stuff. People thinking maybe the hitbox is different or something like that. You want to deal with that, and also just from a technical standpoint, like just the way the system is crafted, it is kind of an all or nothing thing, right? Like those things they don't act differently than any other extat does. So there's no way kind of to, without going and doing a bunch of re-engineering to kind of pull those things out specifically and say that. And so the fact that it theoretically could affect the competitive meta and would require a significant amount of tech work to do, probably not going to happen.
And you see some MOBAs out there that don't allow different costumes because it can be confusing.
Yeah, especially if you've been playing. I assume
Right.
that I haven't played competitive fighting games for 20 years, but I assume that like you get so used to seeing like this particular particle effect looks this way, this color, that it's almost like ingrained in your mind. And then if all of a sudden it's like, oh, now it's pink, there might be some disconnect there, and who knows how much that would affect something, but maybe that little bit would be enough to annoy. Plus, people can use it as an excuse and say, hey, I got blown up because I wasn't used to magenta eye lasers.
I would have jumped the clone if it wasn't a giant snowman.
If it wasn't a snowman, I could have done it.
Yeah. People don't make excuses. What did the ECT TV say?
The setups don't lag, you're just bad. Huge shout out to ECT. That's awesome.
So good. One more thing. Are we going to get any more movie or TV gear or skins? So we did awesome Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep.
We've done it before. Not to say we won't do it again. I'm not going to say anything in particular about that, but a lot of cool things coming up. We'll see what the future holds.
Yep.
Cool. That is our questions. I hope I was able to get a couple more that have been kind of on people's minds for a while. For instance, the hood. So there we go.